Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, we are going to continue another topic from chapter acids, bases, and salts. So let us start with reactivity of acids and bases. Now, when acids and bases react, it leads to the neutralization reaction. Okay, so that is what we are going to learn. Now, when HCl and NaOH, one is acid, another one is base, right? When you put them in solution, it leads to neutralization. How? Because water will dissociate into H plus and OH minus ions to a very small extent. Therefore, on mixing the excess of OH ions with the excess H plus ions will form H2O molecules, correct, which mix with the solvent water, and this reaction will take place. H plus Cl minus Na plus OH minus. So it will lead to the formation of Na plus Cl minus ions along with H2O, right? It can be seen from the above reaction that Na plus and Cl minus ions are on both the sides. Therefore, the net reaction will be H plus plus OH minus will give you H2O, that is water. Now, as NaOH solution is added drop by drop to HCl solution, the concentration of H plus goes on decreasing due to combination with added OH minus ions, and that is how the pH goes on increasing. Now, when enough NaOH is added to HCl, the resulting aqueous solution contains only Na plus and Cl minus ions. That is NaCl, a salt, and the solvent water. The only source of H plus and OH minus ions in this solution is dissociation of water. Therefore, this reaction is called as neutralization reaction. Also, the neutralization reaction can be represented by the following equation. HCl plus NaOH will form salt plus water. So, acid plus base forms salt plus water. Followed? Now, in the neutralization reaction, an acid reacts with a base to form a salt and water molecule. Now, let us see reactions of acids with metal. What we are doing is how much is the strength of the acid, that will determine the reactivity of metal. Okay, also it depends upon the temperature. So it is easy to bring about the reaction of a dilute solution of strong acids with moderately reactive metals at normal temperature. Now, in the beside reaction, magnesium metal reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid and an inflammable gas, hydrogen, is formed. Now, during this reaction, the reactive metal displaces hydrogen from the acid to release hydrogen gas, right? Magnesium will displace H from HCl. So, hydrogen gas will be formed. At the same time, the metal is converted into basic radical, which combines with the acidic radical from the acid to form salt. See, now H is gone, forming hydrogen gas. What remains is Cl. This Cl becomes minus and Mg becomes plus. So, Mg plus Cl, it will form magnesium chloride salt, correct? So, when an acid is reacting with the metal, it forms hydrogen gas along with the metal salts, right? How you can write the reaction? 2Mg plus HCl forms H2 along with MgCl2. So 2 magnesium plus 2 HCl, right? You can write down the reaction. 2Mg plus 2 HCl will form H2 plus MgCl2, right? Now reaction of acids with oxides of metals. The chemical formula of red oxide, that is iron oxide, is Fe2O3. Now the water insoluble red oxide will react with hydrochloric acid to produce a water soluble salt, that is iron chloride. Now this gives a yellowish color to the water. Now the equation how you can write, metal oxide is there. Which metal oxide? Iron oxide. Along with acid. What it forms? A salt. What is this salt? FeCl3. Right? Along with water molecules. So when metal oxide reacts with dilute acid, it forms salt plus water. All the general reactions along with at least one example you should be able to remember. Okay, students? Now reaction of bases with oxides of non-metals. Now bases will react with oxide of non-metals to form salt and water. That is why the oxides of non-metals are said to be acidic in nature. Right? Now let's see. Zinc oxide. Zinc is a non-metal. Correct? So the oxide of non-metal with sodium hydroxide will form sodium zincate, which is a salt. Sodium zincate and water. Similarly, aluminium oxide reacts with sodium hydroxide to form sodium aluminate, which is a salt, and water. So two examples you can remember. Oxide of non-metal plus base will give you salt plus water. Followed? Now seeing the reaction of acids with carbonates and bicarbonates of metals. Now when lime water comes in contact with the gas released in the form of an effervescence, correct, it turns milky. So lime water turns milky on passing carbon dioxide gas, right? Now this is a chemical test for carbon dioxide. So when the lime water turns milky, we infer that the effervescence is of carbon dioxide gas. Effervescence means the bubbles which are forming, okay? This gas is produced on reaction of acids with carbonate and bicarbonate salts of metals. Carbonate will be CO3 2 minus and bicarbonate will be HCO3 minus, okay? Now what happens is, we see here CaOH twice, right? That is lime water. Calcium hydroxide when dissolved in water is called as lime water. When you allow carbon dioxide gas to pass through it, it will turn milky. Why? Because it forms CaCO3. See, calcium hydroxide is combining, you can see here, calcium hydroxide is combining with CO2 and forming CaCO3. So CO2 plus 1 O from here, correct? So here what will remain? 2H and 1 O. So that will form H2O. Followed, student? So calcium hydroxide plus carbon dioxide forms calcium carbonate along with water. Now moving on to the next topic, that is salts. What are salts? Now we have seen that salts are formed when acids react with the bases. Now this reaction is called as a neutralization reaction. But the salts are not always neutral. Okay? A neutral salt will only be formed. What do you mean by a neutral salt? It means having no charge. Okay? Or for example, Na plus Cl minus. Both were plus 1 minus 1. So they will neutralize each other and form a neutral salt. Correct? So it is only formed by the neutralization of a strong acid and a strong base. And whatever salt will be thus formed will be equal to 7 pH. Right? Now an acidic salt is formed by the neutralization reaction between a strong acid and a weak base. So the pH of the aqueous solution of an acidic salt is less than 7. On the contrary, a basic salt is formed by a neutralization reaction between a weak acid and a strong base. So basic salt will be formed, right, whose pH will be greater than 7. See, 3 things you need to remember here. Strong acid, strong base will give you neutral salt, followed, and its pH will be equal to 7. A strong acid and a weak base will give you an acidic salt, because acid is strong, so it will give you acidic salt, and its pH will be less than 7. Then a weak acid and a strong base will give you basic salt, because the base is strong, correct? So basic salt, and its pH will be more than 7. Followed, students? So these are different types of salts: acidic salt, basic salt, and neutral salt, correct? Thank you so much, students, for watching the video. I hope all the different types of acids, their reactions, and the types of salts are clear to you. Next topics we'll study in the last video of this chapter. Okay? Thank you so much, students.